Afternoon, guys. It's Blackie, and Christmas is come and gone. And now I've got something new to play with. This is the One Wind zippered hammock. Now, why I got this is because I've experienced a problem, and I bet you have too. And that is, in the winter, when I'm trying to sleep in a hammock, your blankets slide off. Because many of the blankets are made out of this nylon slicky material, aren't they? That puffy, big, wonderful, warm stuff, but it's got that water repellent, slick as snot, and it just slides off in a heartbeat. And I'm going to do a review on this next week, so this is another one of my things. But I got this hammock, and it is a zippered hammock. So it has a zipped in mosquito net. Now on the standard One Wind, which I love, and that's my standard camping hammock, this mosquito net goes all the way to the ground. And that is good in many ways, but it also means that the hammock itself is free hanging inside of it. And it's very easy for your blankets to roll over. And guys, I'm old. My hips go to hurting, my leg goes, and I'm shifting and moving all night. I'm wiggling all night long. And I wake up, my feet stuck out from under my covers because they rolled over the edge, and now they're slick and they just want to slide downhill. Well, I wanted a way to trap it in there. And so that's when I thought about this hammock. This is something that they're relatively new from One Wind. The hammock, and I'll get you a close-up here right quick. Okay, the entire mosquito net is zippered all the way around except right there, that section. So you can completely unzip the mosquito net and then stuff it back into the stuff sack the whole thing is. It's a smaller size bag, smaller and lighter because it doesn't have such a big mosquito net. So this is much more compact and lighter to carry. But more important for me is once I get in it in the winter and zip it up, I don't have to worry about my covers falling off because it'll be trapped inside the hammock. This will keep it inside with me. Along the edge, it has pre-sewed on clips to hook to the underquilts. They just hook onto it. So you'll hook the bungee cord or whatever from the underquilt. And then it has a pair of zippers. And these zippers, like I said, go all the way around. So you can completely take off, not completely, like I said, it goes up here to the top, but open this up to be a wide open hammock when you don't want the mosquito net. And that's a great thing, but I'm in the winter having the problem of it coming off my feet. So, let me show you this right quick. Now this is a East Hills puffy blanket, think top quilt. Okay? It's kind of like a top quilt. It's got snaps, so you can make a foot box on it, etc. But I'll do a full review of this next week. This is going to be going into the giveaway box for my gathering. But illustration of this is you get in it and you've got your feet, you know, down here and whatever, and during the night it does this. And then you wake up and suddenly your feet are cold and half your blankets are hanging out like that. Well, that ain't gonna happen with this, because with a zipper all the way around, I can secure it and keep my blankets inside with me. Very simply. And it reminds me, to be honest, when you get inside of it, it reminds me a lot of a Hennessy. And as you know, I camped with a Hennessy for a lot of years. Loved the Hennessy. The only thing I had against it, and it wasn't really, you know, a bad thing about the hammock, it's a really good hammock, it was because I got a little claustrophobic in it in the dead of winter, to be honest with you, because the mosquito net would be down here on my face. And so this one has an adjustable ridge line where I can cinch this sucker up and get that ridge line up high and therefore keep it off of me. But yeah, like this, with this zipped up, there's no way my blanket's going to come out of it right there. It's going to be just fine. Okay, as you can see, here I am. Here's the ridge line up here in the mesh. And I'm completely inside of it. I have not completely zipped up the door, you can see right there, but you can get my point. From sitting right here, it's plenty big and roomy. I mean, stretch your legs that wide, you got plenty of room in it. But at the same time, getting in this with the underquilt and etc., I ain't got to worry about it. I can even, if I flipped around the other way where I just zipped the mosquito net up halfway and left the front end open for getting in and out with these, but I'd guarantee my feet would be trapped inside the mosquito net down there. So no way my covers can fall off during the night. I think that's going to be a distinct advantage. Okay, now here you can see how I've zipped the mosquito net halfway up. I would put my head up here in this section and put my feet and all of that down there. I hope this glare ain't too bad. And therefore would make it where I was in a better position, see. My feet would never have to worry about my blankets falling out, and I could go in and out easily up here on either side of the mosquito net. That would be a distinct advantage. And then once again, there's the clips to hook the underquilt directly to it, and the zipper goes all the way around except for that one piece on the other end. So you can completely open this up for a wide open hammock when you don't need it. It uses these good straps and those good buckles. I've had no problems with any of these straps, guys, or these buckles. I've really enjoyed using the one wind system. It's done really good. Now here it is with the mosquito net stowed up here in the bag. Now that's the standard bag that the whole hammock, which is only like this big whenever it's completely folded up, and I'll show you a close-up of it folded up. It's light, compact, easy. But my thought of it was as a winter hammock, because I can get into it and keep my covers in place. Already got the provision for the underquilt, and also they make the underquilt rain cover, which I added when I went up to Georgia Bushcraft. You add that to the outside, that's another waterproof barrier, and it's a windbreaker. It stops any air going through your underquilt, which pumps the heat up quite significantly. It was down to 29 up there, and I never felt cool in the slightest. My back never got cold, and I was just wearing proper clothing for the temperature, laying straight on the hammock, no pad on the inside, just the underquilts on the outside, and then a nice big overquilt on top of me, and that made a difference. We got a visitor. So for winter camping, I think this is a pretty good idea. It'll make a hammock that I can carry my sleeping bags, carry all that other stuff, and keep it from falling out so easy. And you know what I'm talking about. I mean, that's the big frustration to me, because I take a sleeping bag, simply zip it up halfway and put it over the top of me and put my feet into it. So the opening is over me. It's a quilt, you know, like a top quilt. And, you know, you drape it over the ridge line, you lay down, then you pull it off the ridge line, you pull up one leg and hook one foot in it, stretch it out to the bottom, take the other leg and put into the half zipped up sleeping bag, then you pull it up over your body, roll to one side and tuck it under, roll to the other side and tuck it under, and you're in the bag. You know, just wad this big head up and put beside of you like a pillow or whatever to seal off your face. And I've done that down into the teens and been okay. The only drawback I have is when I start moving around during the night, that snaky, slicky sleeping bag just slides right off of a hammock. Well, this should prevent that. Hope you enjoyed this, guys. Please leave any questions or comments down below. And next week I'll do a full review on that top quilt / outdoor blanket that I just showed in this one. Till next time, guys, I'm Blackie, wishing you safe journeys. Have a great day, guys.